Good morning. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is a new day. Today is Tuesday, November 24. Futures look really good, opening green. I think this week is just going to finish up really strong. But in this episode, we're not here to talk about stock market. We're here to look at a different market, crypto. I wanted to cover crypto in this episode because you see all this green? Crypto is really strong. Look at the 7-day return, 13% gain in Bitcoin. Ether has 29% gain. XRP jumped up 100% in the last 7 days. You go down the list here. Chainlink is still popular. Litecoin is still, it's doing okay. It's only up 19%. And if you scroll down a little bit, some of these other coins, Binance coins, Bitcoin SV, Stellar, EOS, Tron, Monero. So everything is up. Crypto is up, but really the big news is Bitcoin. So let's just go into one of my favorite news sites, Cointelegraph. In this particular article, it covers why is Bitcoin over 19,000. The last time was Thanksgiving 2017. And at that time, Bitcoin was, I think there was in a TV show during that time of Thanksgiving. Families, people were going home, and a lot of these young kids from college were telling their mom and dad over the Thanksgiving table why you should invest in crypto. And we know what happened. Bitcoin did hit 19,000 and a half, and I don't remember exactly when, but it may have touched over 20,000, and then after that it just dropped. So what is different this time? And this is what this article tried to explain. It gives a point of view that this time is different because it's not just retail investors, not the little guys like me and you who are buying crypto. Since then, a lot more has changed in the industry. We know in the last couple of weeks, PayPal allows for crypto. Robinhood allows for crypto. And so other companies are moving into the space. But not only that, big investors, institutional investors, are starting to use crypto as a new asset class. And again, some of them view it as the new gold, some of them don't. Some of them use it as a more of a hedge or more of a store of value. Most of these type of investors, including retail investors, very few of us are buying this for a means of payment. Now, you could do payment, and we know you could, but payment systems are really just not there yet. Most people are really just speculators, and we're holding it. But it makes sense. Crypto and Bitcoin, you cannot just generate new coins infinitely forever. There's a fixed cap. Once that cap is gone, supply and demand will force prices to move up. And that's exactly what this article gets into. It talks about as the whale buys coins up, there's going to be less and less Bitcoins in the exchange reserves. And if you get a chance to read this, you'll understand what they're saying. So I like it because this covers some basics of finances. When these guys who have a lot of money, right? We're talking about some of them may have hundreds of millions of dollars, and let's say they want to buy $20 million of Bitcoin. Well, they got to get it from somewhere, and most small investors don't have anywhere near that many coins, so they got to go to an exchange and they go buy it. And talks about volume. There is a derivative market that keeps track of Bitcoin futures and the CME right here. This is the Chicago exchange, and they keep track of that. And you see, trading in these derivative instruments are picking up, and so it shows you that the interest is there from bigger investors. Here's another one, and here's the article. In this particular article, same website, just a different article. I'm just going to scroll near the middle, and it makes it really easy for you to understand. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, ticker symbol GBTC, is traded, and you can buy it through your brokerage company. And one of the most important thing is the value of this particular fund has gone up. And what that means is there are more people buying it because there's just not enough retail investors to push this value up. And I don't think there's that many retail investors really driving it. I do think most of this is coming from the institutional investor. And in this segment of the article, makes sense. How many ways are there for you to invest in Bitcoins? For the most of us, you will go to something like Coinbase, or you will go to some type of an exchange and buy some and leave your money at the exchange. But if you're a mutual fund, like a Fidelity or somebody similar to that, and you want to buy it like an ETF, and there's really not a lot of choices. And this acts like an ETF, this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. You can buy it in the morning, 4 minutes later, you want to turn around and sell it, you can. So it has a lot of liquidity. And so this is really one of the only choices you have. And I did trade in and out of this, and so I do trade that a couple times a year. And at the end of this article, it talks about hash rates and why it's important. There was a halving event earlier this year, and it did cause hash rates to drop a little bit because it causes whatever your profitability was, it's cut in half. And for some people, it can push you into the negative. So generally what happened is people turn off their mining machines or their mining rigs because it's unprofitable. And don't forget, at the beginning of the year, Bitcoin was, I don't remember exactly, but it may have been closer to 5 or 6,000. And I remember it dipped as low as 4 this year. And then now we're up to 19. So if you have mining rigs, people are turning them back on. It's profitable again. So what do I predict for the next year? So my prediction is this. EV stocks are hot still. So if you invested in Tesla, it'll still be hot. NEO, still hot. Workhorse, and whatever else you're following, those things are still hot. Hydrogen power stuff, Bloom Energy, Plug Power, still hot. And I think crypto is coming back. This is their like third time around maybe, and they're having another bull run, and it's gonna have legs this time. How long will it run for? I don't know. But it's like cannabis. Cannabis had a good run 2 years ago, and it failed, and it dropped. And I know because most of my stuff are down 90% in the cannabis space. And the good thing is I don't just only invest in one industry. I spread out all my risks. So while one industry is down, my crypto is up, or my technology stock is up, or my S&P 500 index fund is up. So the good thing about where the markets are heading is crypto is going to run up. I still think you got many more months to run up. Everything looks really good. Many people still say there's a lot of cash on the sideline due to the uncertainty in the markets. There's going to be more people shifting their money away from traditional assets into crypto. Some people don't like the idea of how the US dollar has an unlimited supply and that the Federal Reserve can keep on printing dollar bills. A lot of people still don't like how dollar bills are worth less and less each year. And so the way the government set up the system is, yes, we want you to not save too much of your money and we want you to spend it. Go and get an income, earn new money, and then spend that, right? So the economy is based on consumer spending. Crypto solves some of that. Your 0.001 Bitcoin, in theory, will always be worth more than it was the previous year or the next 5 years or whatever it may be. Or there's more and more demand. Supply is a fixed number. And in theory, it's a fixed number. Some people say actually the true math is as more people lose their keys, there's actually less Bitcoin to go around. And that's another reason why I'm long. I still love Bitcoins. Let's see what happens. Please like and subscribe. Let's get the YouTube algorithm to share this with other people. Let your friends know about my channel. I think they can learn a lot. Let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day.